That lost the car. Can you imagine? He lost the car. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Selena, an international teacher, and if you have been watching my last few videos, then you know that I am now in Brazil. I'm really excited, and because of that, I have not been filming long-form content. I have been filming short-form content on my Instagram, and sometimes I post on TikTok, but for sure on YouTube Shorts. So if you have been following me there, I'm so happy to be back here on YouTube and just kind of explain where I've been, right? Anytime that you move to another country and a new job, then you already know that it can be a lot. Luckily for me, when I was moving to Brazil, my parents and one of my sisters came to help me move, and I am so grateful because I really only had like 2 days until my job started. I will put in some footage of what we did to help get me ready. We went to different places around the city to just kind of like add some more flavor and make my apartment feel more like home, and doing a little bit of sightseeing, but that really wasn't the point of all of us coming here. I actually came to São Paulo back in December with my sister just to see if I would like the city and enjoy living here. Obviously I did, because now I am here and moved. As you can see in the background, my apartment looks really nice. So we've done a lot since then. But like I said, this footage is from a few weeks ago when I was first arriving to Brazil with my parents and my sister. So I will be popping in and out, just kind of explaining what happened. So I got to the airport with 9 pieces of luggage, and let me tell you, I was feeling a bit embarrassed because they said they were overweight. So I had to go back and move some of my clothes to reposition everything and distribute the weight evenly amongst the 9 pieces of luggage, and everything worked out, thankfully, but I hope never to go through something like that again. Also, my back was really hurting from moving the stuff back and forth.
Hello.
So of course we started with the airplane. Never really flown first class before, but my sister has like so many points. So that was definitely a fun experience. I didn't realize that you couldn't even see me. And I also felt weird like showing all the other people on the airplane. But here's a little bit of our flight on the plane and everything that I ate. So here's voiceover Selena popping in to kind of explain what's happening. My mom thought it was a video, which it was, but it wasn't like a dancing one. But anyway, I kept it in because it was really cute. I love that this area had so much more legroom than I've ever had before, and we were all filing in, and actually there was hardly any confusion, so that was definitely a bonus. And in this part, unfortunately, even though I'm talking into a mic, you couldn't really hear me. But I was basically talking about the food on the airplane, and unfortunately for this flight, I really didn't like much of the food, but I did like the movie selections, and I ended up watching that new movie with Zendaya, and I don't remember the guy. He was from like that vampire movie a while back. I watched that and a few other really popular films. But overall, I would say I had a good time. Didn't sleep that much, but I was so comfortable, watched a few movies, had some really good snacks, and I made it to Sao Paulo, Brazil. So once we made it to Sao Paulo, then we moved into our Airbnb. And you all, the Airbnb was so nice. If I can find the listing, then I will link it down below. But it had like 3 floors, a pool, multiple bathrooms, bedrooms, everything. It was so nice, and also in an ideal area. So we felt really safe. There was security and we were able to get around. Also, I should say, we did rent a car because I had a lot of luggage. I think I brought like 9 pieces of luggage, but it was definitely needed because I was moving my whole life here. I'm just putting my roots here, and that meant I needed to bring all my luggage. So I'm so happy that we rented a car. It was a truck. And another thing to note here is that cars are really not as big as they are in the United States, which is probably a good thing. But it was a bit of a struggle because I had 9 pieces of luggage that we were kind of playing Tetris with my luggage trying to get to the Airbnb. But we made it, and it was really good. Then the next day, I met someone from my school who helped me get into the apartment, which is so nice. I do have an apartment tour already posted, so you can go check that out and you can see what my apartment looks like before I start decorating it. While my parents were here, we went to different stores to get things for like the bathroom and whatnot. So just so that the place feels more like me and my home. Okay, we're currently at, I think it's pronounced Lodas Jamil. I don't know, but we're still on our mission to find stuff for the apartment, and this is the store to go to. It has a little bit of everything. It kind of reminds me of like a dollar store, but for home goods, and it's great. During the down times, of course, we had to go to different restaurants. And let me tell you, that was just a whole nother beast because even though I speak Spanish, I don't speak Portuguese. I am going to learn, slowly learning, and also taking classes. All of the things are happening, right? But my parents do not speak any other language at all. Neither does my sister. So they were using translation on their phone, which works, but it's also inconvenient, you know, because the person talks and then you have to wait and it's like yada, yada, yada. This whole drama of trying to understand, you know, it worked, but it can lead to some frustration and confusion. The same with Google Maps, trying to understand like when to merge or not, which led to confusion. And I will insert what happened at one of the restaurants we ate at. My dad lost the car. Can you imagine? He lost the car. So currently we are at a random bakery that we found. It's across from where we had breakfast because my dad doesn't know where he parked the car. Him and my sister dropped us off at the restaurant, and then they went on some bender to try and find a parking spot, which led them to parking about 20 minutes away. And yeah, so basically my dad went on his own to go find the car to pick us up, and my sister, my mom, and we went to the pharmacy and then to like a little grocery mart that we found. And I asked my sister, like, please call my dad to see where he's at. Turns out he couldn't find the car, so he walked back to the breakfast spot to get my sister so she could help him. So yeah, now we're just sitting at a bakery waiting for them, essentially fingers crossed that they find the car. Also, fun fact, when you're going into some stores, we noticed that you have to get like a card to enter, and there's a turnstile. You get whatever you want, and then when you want to leave, you have to have this card to exit. I think that's kind of a smart way to prevent people from coming in and out and just like stealing. But let me know if that's why they use this system. Is it to prevent people from stealing, or is it to track how many people are coming in that day and how many you service? I don't know. I'm curious. But we'll keep you posted, hopefully, once we're in the car. Okay, update. We are in the car. Woohoo! My dad and sister found it. I hope to get a dog in like a year or two. Manifesting. My mom and we decided to take advantage of their excursion trying to find the car, and we got dessert at a bakery, which we were happy about because both of us really love desserts. My parents and my sister stayed for about a week, and then my mom decided to stay for a week longer and just kind of be a welcoming person when I came home from school or from my trainings. And I really appreciated that, to have someone that I could have dinner with and like to help me go grocery shopping, all that kind of stuff. And when she left, I was really sad. But I remembered that I do have a friend here. Her name's Karina. I'll post a picture right here. She is so, so sweet. She's Peruvian. I met her years ago. And it just so happened that we now live in the same city, which has never happened to me before, to know someone wherever I was moving to. So I already feel like this is a much softer landing than when I was moving to Kenya. I think that's catching you up on everything, kind of like fast forwarding up until now, which I hope to be posting more frequently now that I feel like I'm in a routine. I know when I'm getting home, I'm using the metro, I go to a gym, you know, so now I'm in like a good workflow, and I hope to post more about my life and thoughts living in Brazil as an American, trying to learn Portuguese, trying to date, make friends, all of the things. Definitely stick around, and I hope you enjoy the ride. I already have some videos posted of like how I start decorating my apartment a bit. So be on the lookout for those because they are coming. Don't worry, I won't take such a long break next time. And yeah, thank you so much for joining this ride with me. I cannot wait to explore more of Brazil, more of São Paulo, everything. I have so many plans lined up, and I will be taking you along the ride. So I hope you stay part of the journey. And until next time, bye.